What's the prognosis?
I'm accelerating the surgery. We need to implant the retinal cells as soon as possible.
I thought you wanted to give the cells a few more weeks to grow.
Yes, I did. But we might not have the time. Griff Castillo is threatening to take my research to the FDA. If he does that, before we have a chance to implant the cells, you may never see again.
Part of me is thrilled. I mean, moving the surgery up could mean that I would see sooner. But then it's also more of a risk that things could go wrong.
Well, it is a chance we'll have to take. But I am optimistic.
Well, listen, maybe I can talk to Griff. Convince him not to go to the FDA. I mean, we have a good relationship.
As colleagues. But you're the patient here. So I don't want you to get involved. There is a chance that he might come around.
You know, Griff wouldn't be trying to shut Orpheus down if you hadn't been using the project as a tool. Maybe weapon is a better word.
I did what I felt I needed to do.
No, you've been playing God, teasing people with the possibility that their loved ones are alive, giving them hope, false hope in some cases.
I guess you haven't noticed, but I'm being attacked from all sides right now.
Well, maybe if you revealed who your other patients are, people would support you instead of attacking you.
Using Orpheus to hurt people. Quite the contrary. The entire project is about saving people.
Dixie Martin ended up in a psychiatric hospital.
That's because she left my facility before she was emotionally ready to reassimilate.
And Zach? You almost lost him.
He tore out his IV while under my care, and he wasn't physically ready to be released. So yes, there were complications, but it had nothing to do with the science. The science itself is flawless.
How many are there, David?
I can't tell you.
You won't.
But I will assure you that none of my patients will leave until I know that they're emotionally and physically strong enough.
So there are more.
Okay, look, why don't we get back to the main point here, all right? The priority right now is your operation. We need to perform the surgery before Griff shuts down the project.
He's upset with the way you've been handling your patients.
Yeah, well, PR has never been one of my strong points.
You know what? Maybe if you just simply told the truth, told people that their loved ones are alive, then they would work with you.
Work with me? Really? When has anyone in this town ever worked with me, Angie? All right, look, let me answer that for you. Never. It's never going to happen.
I will. If you'll let me.
What do you say? Angela Hubbard offering to help me? I never thought I'd hear those words.
I never thought I'd say them.
Is it because I'm helping you regain your sight? Is it obligation?
That might be part of it. But I've also come to know another side of you.
You know, Angie, despite all our differences, I've always admired you. You're not like the hypocrites in this town. It's one of the reasons why I offered to help you regain your sight.
So you'll let me help you?
Right now, the priority is implanting the retinal stem cells.
David, don't shut down.
Which means I have to meet with the ophthalmic surgeon immediately to set the date.
David, please, tell me, who else have you saved? Did you save your daughter? Did you save Babe?
If I had saved Babe, I certainly wouldn't bring her back here. There's no way in hell I'd let JR anywhere near her.
Shouldn't Babe be allowed to choose if she's alive?
He turned her life into a living hell. And what's worse, he did the exact same thing to Marissa.
What about Babe's son? If his mother's alive, AJ deserves his mother in his life. He needs her.
All right, okay. Game's over, Angie. Who I've chosen to save, where they are right now, I will reveal everything as soon as I'm convinced that it's in their best interests, both emotionally and physically.
So we're back to playing God.
All right, look, why don't we focus on getting your eyesight back?
Oh, I can already see, David. I can see you very clearly.
Here to pick up my wife.
Perfect timing. We're done.
Good news?
Well, the surgery's been moved up.
Why?
Dr. Castillo is going to the FDA about Orpheus. So we need to complete Angie's treatment before he shuts down the project, or she may never see again.
Is it safe to just bump up the schedule like this?
I wouldn't be making the suggestion if I thought there was any danger. Shall we? Jesse.
I'll be right there, man. What is it?
There is one minor detail.
Now, this is what I told...
Okay. Listen.
What?
Her latest tests reveal that there's some high blood pressure problems. Hypertension adds risk, okay, to the procedure.
So let's just call it off.
No. As long as the hypertension is managed, Angie will be fine. So your job right now is to make sure that she stays as calm as possible. No drama, no stress. Can you handle that?
No drama, no stress. Got it.
God, it is so beautiful. Everything's a mess.
Why? What's happened?
Everything.
Oh, yeah, you said that. What's going on?
Zach needed to see me, so I went over to their house. My brother was there, and he was trying to convince Kendall to turn against you, and he and Zach almost got into a physical fight, and then he was angry with me for still believing in you, and he was still determined to go to the FDA. Everything.
All right. Look, we're in the middle of the storm here, all right? But as long as we remain clear, we stay focused, I'm not going to give up hope. And I hope you won't either.
No, I'm not gonna. No.
Is there something else?
Nothing. There's nothing.
Kara, come on. If we're going to work together, we have to establish a trust, right? So there are no doubts?
Okay, are you doing something to the patients, something to make them act differently than they normally would?
They got to you, didn't they?
I'm just asking you.
All right. What did they say? What? What, that I've created my own posse of back-from-the-dead zombies to do my bidding? Is that it? You know, I'll tell you what. If you think that I'm capable of doing something like that, maybe you should leave, you know? Before I take total control. And there's no time left for you.
Just want answers.
The only people messing with minds right now are the Martins and their ilk. I'm sorry that you listened to them.
What's up with Zach? I mean, everyone's saying how much he hated you, and now he comes back and he's your biggest fan?
Isn't it obvious? I resurrected the man's life. I gave it back to him. Of course he's going to believe in what I'm doing. All it takes is a little enlightenment, a little knowledge. That goes a long way to opening closed little minds. Look at Angie. Her life goal was to destroy my career, get me out of the hospital. Look at her now. She trusts me completely to help cure her blindness. There was no brainwashing necessary.
So it's just gratitude?
Let me tell you something about the Pine Valley mob mentality. Anyone that colors outside of their provincial, cramped little lines, they can't stand. It drives them crazy. They hate originality. They resent genius. And they will do anything they can to bring it down. So the choice is yours, Kara. Are you going to be like Angie and Zach, enlightened, grateful for all the good that I've done? Or are you going to go by way of the ignorant mob?